Yeah. 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 Number 4, I think it is. 5 and change by 42, so slightly longer than Robust. Very heavy for its size, very full back. Let me smell that choach. Oh my God. Oh my God. People are going to think I'm sniffing yayo. This foot, oh my God, I got to smell that again. This is one of the best smelling foots in the world. Wowza. Wow. Oh my God. Like if you had maple, like a dark maple Canadian syrup, like real syrup, not no, fake sugar shit. At the same time, if like you just took a sip of like a smoky bourbon and you were like, I don't know. I guess just eating syrup sounds kind of homoerotic. But also I want to let you guys know that I decided today to come out the closet. And I am officially coming out today. And I'm coming out. I am out of the closet. Richie, my cigar name, Richie. I am coming out the closet today, September 22nd, 2024. I am officially coming out the closet. And I'm loud and proud. Loud and proud. And I'm proud to say I am a heterosexual. There, I said it. I've been hiding it for a while, and maybe some people took the hints, you know what I'm saying, though? Warning about Sodom and Gomorrah and everything else. But I just needed to officially. Whoa. Bitch, don't back up my car. Fucking twat. Anyways, she got a little too close. Anyways, I gotta smell this foot again. Oh God, yeah, bro. Oh, bro, you could buy this just to stick in your nose. Oh my God, bro, you could just. Oh God, dude, I mean that's serious, bro. I could smell this shit for a day. Just breathe, bro. Oh my God. Oh. I mean, this has positive effects on your mind. Smell, dude, I can't, the smell on this Destino Siglo, the Oscuro, in this number 4, bro, I'm not joking, like, it is what it is, one of the best foot smell, oh, God, oh, yeah, that, God, that's a godlike smell. The smell on that, oof, that choach, oof. One of the best looking bands. It's Opus, but it's also Destino Siglo. Not to be confused with Destino Al Siglo. Destino Al Siglo, it's the blue one, and I think that was the one for the 100th anniversary, and that's a different lineup. Well, you have to ask, you have to ask Jeremy about that. You see that, Padron? That's how you make a cap of a cigar. I'm going to sneeze now because I've been huffing on this cigar. Let's light it up. Hi. We're here. It's still warm out, but maybe it's a little cooler. I don't know. I got like 4 days left. These bright lights. I got like 4 days left. A really well-made cigar, a really top-notch band, not just in look but in texture, everything about it. I mean, best of the best, really. When you get to Opus level, best of the best. The foot smell, in my opinion, and I love the regular Opus, but in my opinion, the Destino, maybe perhaps like I could smoke the regular Opus more often per se. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're picking. What's the word looking for? You're picking. What was I say? You're picking contears. Why would you pick contears? The point is, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. What the point is that these are all highly enjoyable, and they're all going to activate, similar parts of your mind, and also maybe a little different. But you're not going to go, Opus X is amazing, but Destino's a piece of shit. The Destino, I'm going to tell you right about, is a darker, stronger Opus X. Is it ass-kicking? No, but this is one of the stronger versions because of the skinnier gauge. The smoke, okay, you don't taste tobacco, you taste the smoke when the smoke is sacrificed to the fire, but that's not all. It has to be transferred, okay? Your engine makes power, right? Well, first you got to give it gasoline. First you got to get a job or steal the car, get a credit score, get a bank account, whatever the fuck. Get a loan, get a car, whatever. Once you get the car, well, somebody has to build that car, create an economy, make a factory. Okay, the point is this. The point is this. That engine needs gas. That gas gives the engine the combustion. So what? 1,000 horsepower, 500 horsepower, 1 horsepower. Doesn't matter if you don't have something transferring the power to the wheels. Okay? As I say wheels, these guys are popping wheelies. I am connected with the universe right now. That being said, so okay, we got combustion, we got the car, we got combustion. Okay, well, but the smoke, the flavor, is the smoke, has to get transferred. Now the length affects the transfer. The longer the cigar, the more loss, because along the way, picture like a battle, or picture. Point is, some of that smoke along the way, like taxes, gets lost because there's filler in there. And that filler now is going to get coated with that smoke. You're going to get the smoke, but some of it. How much? I don't know what percentage, but I'm telling you, the longer you go, like phone tag, or if you, oh God, allegedly, if you shot someone at 5 feet or at 100 yards, the same round is going to do less damage. It's going to lose velocity. It's going to lose energy. It's going to lose momentum. That person had way too much perfume on. They're like 100 yards downwind. God damn. Just take a shower, man. We know you ain't fresh, bitch. Anyways, the point is, I'm like Wolverine tonight. My sense of smell and tightened. My point is this: it's going to be lost. That's why, as you smoke a cigar, let's say you start here at 5 and change. As you smoke it, the cigar starts destroying itself. And then now, where the cherry is, it's going to get closer and closer to you. So therefore, the smoke has to travel less. The less travel, the faster it gets there, so perception. But also, less loss. And I can't stress that enough. I just can't stress it enough. Right? I just can't stress that enough. Also, when you go longer, you're going to get more of the leaf, and more of the leaf is the weaker part. Because the stem side, they're going to put on the top. So as you get longer, you get nutrients go up the plant and out to the leaf, and it stops at the tip. Therefore, the tip is the weakest part of a leaf. It gets the least amount of nutrients as opposed to the stem side. Okay? Get the worst fucking match. Soft, gentle heat. What's nice about these skinny gauges, it's really easy to. Oh, I just want to smell this. Oh God, dude, no joke, man. Just the smell on this. Wowza. Thank you for this. 2024, where we forgot how to make matches. Soft, gentle heat. Here we go, baby. The level of quality needs to be smoked to understand. Who's saying that? Somebody's saying you ain't gonna do shit. Anyways, medium strength off the bat. Sweet honey maple syrup. Dude, what a complex sweet note. Like a bourbon smokiness. The finish is already getting longer. 70% darkness. Right there, medium plus. It's caramelized sugar as well. Dude, what a complex, sweet, strong cigar though. Because I can feel it building up. And I've had the cigar before, it gets stronger. Oh, very smoky though. You don't get that smokiness like that off the bat on regular Opus. This one's listed supposedly as a Habano wrapper, whereas allegedly the regular Opus is using Corojo wrapper. Everything else, you can't find that much information on how they make these cigars and all the processes. I think they keep that pretty close to the chest. Mm-hmm. Right there. Heavy medium plus. Oh yeah. Right in the choach. Oh yeah. Right in the choach. Beyond delicious. That's a godlike cigar. Like there's no doubt you get the presentation, the band. Okay, nice. You got it. The draw. The foot smell. The aromas toasting it. And then actually lighting it and tasting it. To smoke this cigar is an honor, it really is. We're at medium full right there. I'm gonna go and come. Oh my god! I almost don't even need to review this cigar. Look, at the end of the day, smoke any Opus X you can. Now, don't pay gouge. Hey, don't pay gouge. I mean, don't be stupid and spend, $100. But it is what it is. I paid a little over $20 for this. For a godlike cigar at a top shelf level, though, this cigar's up there, man. It's hard to beat. It's one of the best cigars ever made. Opus X is clearly one of the best cigars ever made. It's up there. Whether you like it or not, it's up there. It's one of the greatest of greatest when it comes to cigars. Yeah, when you think about it, it's actually quite affordable. Excuse me. I was trying to talk and it went up the wrong pipe. The sweet syrupy... That Canadian syrup went up the wrong pipe. Ooh. Are you a heterosexual? Hey, that's another new word I came up with. Don't be so heterophobic, right? So when someone's busting your balls about being straight, just say, are you committing a hate crime? What are you talking about? You're a straight white male. Are you heterophobic? I identify as a hetero man. Are you heterophobic? Are you violating my hetero rights? I'm going to head over right to this pussy with consent over the age of 21. You got to treat pussy in America like a gun. Background check, over 21. Make sure it's not stolen. You see what I'm saying, though? Pussy, background check. Make sure it's not stolen. Make sure it's not hot. Well, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, make sure you don't got AIDS. Do a background check. Run the serial numbers. Don't be buying that chocha in the dark parking lot. Can't stress it enough. What a magical cigar. If you love regular Opus X, I can't say 100% you'll love this. I mean, you should. Just as magical, really. But a darker, smokier, and dare I say, I think this is a little sweeter, though. I think it has more complex sweetness than the regular Opus X. But the Opus X, I think, just overall hits a perfect balance. because it's not trying to be. No matter what, like this is a stronger cigar than Opus X, and no matter what, whenever you try to or make a cigar stronger, you lose something. You can't be as perfectly balanced and beautiful, and then just make it stronger. It doesn't work like that. Like and it still be like the regular Opus X is just a perfect cigar. So is this a perfect cigar? Well, it's for me. If I in long term, I would never get sick of just smoking regular Opus X, like one time a week for the rest of my life. Not every day. Every day, shit, man. Like you can't smoke the same cigar every day at all. You could, but you can't. Like you could, like forget about the price. But I'm just saying, like you got to stimulate your mind. Heavy, medium, plus, right there. Almost. Summer treats a little more than 70, but not exactly 75%. Doesn't feel like a Maduro type darkness, but darker than like 70%. But it's so smooth. Super long, heavy finish. And we're not even an inch in. I'm going to go and come back. Like, this thing is burning slow. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. Like, holy shit. What a godlike cigar. I mean, buy a box if you can. This size is probably my favorite. The tingling sweet and spices, really no earth at all. But all the flavors in a way are so harmonious when they all combine though. It just feels like a vibe. And what do I mean by that? Like, like people think of Miami Vice. Whether you can remember all the characters, in every episode maybe there was a different bad guy, a different plot, but still all the show, every episode was the same. It had a vibe, the colors, the exciting music, the hot chicks, the fucking Mac 10s and Mac 11s and Ferraris and Corvettes, souped up Mustangs and, and like snub-nosed 38s and sawed-off shotguns and girls in bikinis and surfboards and Cubans selling yayo and white people smuggling arms that they stole from the army. Current up-to-date 80s music that if you were around the time in the 80s, the music just came out, like, and it's on the radio, and it was just in that show, so it was like, wow, the show's really happening. That was ahead of its time. Like, when that came out, that was the most, like, technological savvy show ever made up to that point. Because, like, the stunts, the cam work they were doing with the vehicles, and the amount of explosions and shootings, every episode, I don't even know if they have a body count. The amount of people they shoot and kill on that show, it's like never ending. I mean, and like he's never like getting in trouble. Like, well, you have to go to court, even though it was a justified homicide. It's got to go to court, and you have to have a rank. You have to be cleared. Dude, Tubbs. But what the hell's his name? Oh my God, you have Tubbs and what is his name? Oh my God, who's the main guy from Miami Vice? These guys are riding crazy. To get them. My mind's going blank. Anyways, this dude was dropping bodies. 3, 4, 5 people an episode sometimes. I mean, just dropping them. You can't, like, throughout, 6 seasons? 5 or 6 seasons? Yeah, like, you can't drop, like, let's just say 120 bodies as a cop in like 5 years. Like, there's gonna be questions. Like, you just can't. No one can get in that many justified shootings. It's not possible in 5 years. Like, you're averaging like 2 bodies a month for like 5 years. The guy's a fucking Grim Reaper with a mullet though and a white Ferrari. Awesome pistol. Awesome cigar. I was thinking about the guns they had. First, he had the Sig Sauer 220-45, made in Germany, Swiss design, because the Swiss couldn't export, because the Swiss make great guns, but they're neutral, right, because of the banks. So they had the Germans make their guns. Hence Sig Sauer. Sig was the company, Sauer was the manufacturer in Germany. West Germany, because at the time East Germany was split. So it was West German made, Swiss design, and they were imported in the beginning until Sig built a manufacturing plant or importer. I believe it was in Virginia first, and then they went to New Hampshire. And then they started making the guns, assembling the guns in New Hampshire. The lowers, well, the guns were totally made in Germany, and they assembled them here. And then they would make the lowers here, and then just the uppers, the slides and barrels and springs in Germany, and assemble them here. And then eventually all phased out to American-made Sig Sauer. And then he had a Bren 10 millimeter. Cool concept, but a shit pistol, poor quality company, went out of business, and not reliable gun. But it was cool for its time, but whatever. Then he went to the venerable second gen Smith & Wesson 645. To be followed after that to the 4506, which is the same gun, but a third gen. And although the second gen is more stylish, without a doubt, because the polished slide, only polished on the left and right side, but still amazing. The 4506 had a little bit stronger design, better double action trigger pull, and it had a little more of a, less polished, but more of a tough cop look, it really did. It was what it was. It was what it was. God, this is an amazing cigar. We're back. Perfect construction. I'm going to drop that ash. I'm going to take off that band, though. Skinny gauge 42. But the ash is still solid. I got to admit, Fuente's really, overall, the whole lineup. From the Opus to Nejos, the Don Carlos, are some of the best banding. Not just the designs, but the quality of the bands and the embossing. They're classy. They're elaborate, but not overdone. They're not loud. They're very artistical. It sounds like artistical. As Asako would say, do the math. Do one more puff and I'll get rid of that ash. It's a complete vibe. It's so delicious. It is darker than Opus, regular Opus. It is sweeter than regular Opus. In some ways, I could say maybe it's more complex. But I think the regular Opus line, it's more crisp, has a little more cleaner vibe, less heavy and less stronger finish. But I think the regular Opus line is just perfect for what it's trying to do, and it has. You can't deny the greatness of regular Opus. Really, I mean that's the original, and that without that, none of these other things would have happened. Like, in my opinion, they would stop making the Oscuro here, or Oscuro, which is not on the band. I talked to the Opus expert, Jeremy, and even though I think it says on the box, and it says Destino Siglo, but it does not say Oscuro, and that's the model on the band, on the cigar at all. So kind of strange. Let's get rid of that ash. I'm not even gonna put my hand down. That's faith. That's faith. I'm not even gonna try to catch the ash. Fuente. That's a lot of faith. Really. Oh, ash on my nuts. There you go. That ash didn't want to go. And I will touch that up. When you drop a large ash, you might see the cherry, and if almost the ash was that large takes a piece of the cherry, and then you don't want the wrapper to fall behind. And that happens to any cigar when you drop that large of an ash. Especially the ash didn't want to go. So there was no, when the ash wants to go, the almost like the ash is separated from the cherry. That's how well made this cigar is. That ash was I could have smoked this to the nub with the ash. I just didn't feel like doing that. I know I could, but I'm kind of past that point in my career. I've been growing ash for like 6 years. It's a godlike cigar. It's a box-worthy cigar. Lifetime Achievement Award. Like I said, there's aspects about this cigar that I like better than Opus X. However, I could probably smoke Opus X more regular than this. And I probably would be more happy in some ways. This is just a classic. This is darker, has more smoky throughout of it. Like a bourbon smokiness, charred wood, which is really nice, but it had other sweetness going on. Black pepper spice is there. The tingling sweetness as well. The whole vibe has like this, almost like this candy, rock candy like vibe, like on top of that. Like there's layers to it, and you're like, my God, like how can it be so beautiful and complex, but and not just great one note in a sense, or different single notes, but all combined, it just feels like heaven, like magical. Well, that's the beauty of these Opus X lines. I really recommend holding the smoke on these. And I also recommend smoking these Opus X, no matter which one you can, in smaller diameter. You really will get more flavor out of it. It's going to push it stronger. And so this is a medium full, but if you go with this in, larger, Busto's still going to be a good time, but if you go with this, I don't know what's the largest gauge on this. Probably 52, and I could be wrong. Oh no, they do make this in a shark. They do make a Destino, Siglo, or Oscuro in a shark. I believe they do. Anyways, absolutely delicious. Kind of pungent, long, heavy finish. You couldn't ask for any more at a luxury cigar. What I'm trying to say is is that these cigars, given the new climate, their MSRP is almost affordable, $18 to $25, depending on which Opus X you're talking about, MSRP down here in Florida, with no gouge. Compared to Rocky Patel selling $25, $30 cigars. Rocky Patel selling $40 cigars. Rocky Patel selling $100 cigars. So, my father's selling $40, $60 cigars. Joy de Nicaragua is selling $20 cigars now. Right? Plasencia, Alma Fuente line, and the other ones, they're selling $20, $25 cigars. They're going to beat Opus X? False. No, yeah, Opus X is coming at a better price point, so now Opus X is a value compared to its competitors. It's almost like the other competitors, they can't beat Opus X, but they could beat them in price. So you raise the price, and most people are like, well, it costs more. It's got to be better. You're not buying gold here, my friend. If you're buying gold by weight, yeah, the price per ounce, you can figure out the calculation. It doesn't work like that in a cigar. So just because you charge more or pay more for a cigar doesn't make it taste better. It might artificially, though. You might be like, well, it's got to be better. I paid $50 for this cigar. And that's false. Really, in my opinion, once cigars get around $20, after that, it's peaked out, meaning it's diminished returns. Like the difference between like a cigar you buy that's $20, like an Opus X, and then a cigar that costs $45, it is not 2.5 times better. I can't stress that enough. And in fact, I would have the regret of going, wow, I could have filled up my gas tank and smoked the Opus X. Yes, $25, I could fill up my gas tank. Around $3 a gallon, yeah. So I could have smoked Opus X, filled up my gas tank, and it is what it is, and I can't stress that enough. The cigar's a 4.9. It's a godlike cigar, damn near perfect. Like I said, I mean, I still think the regular Opus, and even in some ways, I think this is a better cigar in some ways. It really is. But that's like in the moment of head-to-head. But as far as long-term usability, that is a difference, right? I think the regular Opus is more practical. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, I wouldn't smoke this around breakfast time. But after breakfast, I would smoke a regular Opus X. But I would also smoke Opus X at night. I would smoke Opus X after Opus X. And after an Opus X, I could smoke an Opus X. But I just can't stress that enough. Magical, beautiful, darker and stronger and heavier. and way more smokier than, I mean, like that charred bourbon kind of vibe, than regular Opus X. But it doesn't take away the greatness of Opus. It's an awesome thing though, and I think head to head, I probably would just choose the Destino, the Oscuro. But as far as a box, maybe still this Oro. But as far as like 5 boxes, this is crazy. I get it, but I'm just saying, like, no, I could smoke more of the regular Opus on a regular basis in like this Corona size. That's just my opinion, but I think it's more practical, the Opus X line, and then from there you can get less practical and get some more different avenues. But regular Opus is perfect to be consumed on a regular basis. You smoke that and you're like, well, how much better can you make it? Well, in this case, they made it stronger and this and that, and they did other things to it, which is absolutely delicious. But it is a different factor how great something is, and versus like, if and these are hypothetical questions, but like how often, price, obviously I'm not rich, I can't afford to smoke these cigars on a regular basis, but and even if I could, I don't think I would, because if I smoked Opus every week or twice a week, it loses its lust. It loses its mystery. If your Opus is special, so if you're always smoking Opus, you're not smoking Opus. Now that's normal. And normal's not Opus. You got to go through Monday through Friday for Saturday to be special. But I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough, really, right? The pain of mid-tier creates the joy of top tier. Can't stress that enough. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. Don't go to prison. Diddy, they're gonna kill the fake Diddy. It's a clone. They have copies. They have people that pretend to be them, but they also have clones. That way they could use them for body parts. The cloning is real. The rich people have clones. They use them for kidneys and organs or a heart transplant, whatever they need. I can't stress enough. They'll go to Canada or something like that and have people cloned. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So, Epstein's not dead. Diddy, when he gets, unalived in prison or something like that, everyone's going to be making, jokes. Oh, yeah, justice served. No, he's going to be doing... Can't stop, won't stop. He's on an island now with Epstein, just chilling out. And that's it. That's it. Maybe he'll put on a wig and come back as, instead of P. Diddy, he can come back as like P. Mama. It's like, isn't that Diddy with the wig? No, that's P. Mama. She's throwing parties in the Hamptons. Isn't that what Diddy did? No, it's a woman. Could you tell? She got long hair. I'm waiting for a trans P. Diddy. Why you always lying? I love this cigar. Thank you, God, for letting me smoke this cigar. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. Don't go to prison. Stay legally strapped. Drink filtered water. Use quality soaps. Don't use chemical soaps. Buy some quality soaps. Your skin is your largest organ. Don't be rubbing chemicals all over your balls and shit. I'm out of here. I got 4 days. 4 days till I'm in Pennsylvania. Restarting my life. I can't stress it enough. I'll see you around.